Hi, my name is Marvin Belicker and today is May 14th, 2018, and this is Lab 4 for Programming and Logic, and today we're doing user inputs and interrupts. As you can see, on this side I have a motor, relay, a couple LEDs and some jumper wires connected to the Arduino. The motor is running off our 9-volt supply, while the rest is dependent on the 5 volts that are coming off the Arduino. As you can see, I separated the two because the motor requires more current than the Arduino can provide. So using a relay helps me control the motor using the lower voltage or power output from the Arduino. On this side I have the software running, and I also have a serial monitor because this program is heavily dependent on the user's input. So first instruction informs you that you can toggle the light switch, the lights on and off. So I'll go ahead and push the button so you can see. Turns the lights on. So I'm using the interrupt function to control that, independent of whatever state the rest of the program is at. If I need more light so I can see my workstation, I can turn it on using the interrupt function, which we'll see later. So right now it also tells you to set the administrator code. So this is the first thing you do during the setup phase of the program. So I will input password. Let's see. Put in 25 for building 25. I'll input that, and then I'll tell you the operator has to input the same password that the administrator did for this drill to work. So if someone inputs the wrong password, the drill will not function. So I'll put in the right password, and then we go to the next step. Drill, you're able to set the depth of which you want to drill whatever material is there. So right now we're just simulating a drill function using the motor, and let's say we want to go 2 inches deep, so I'll put in the number 2 and turn it on, and the motor comes on for 2 seconds. And then if you want 3.5, because I'm using float for the values, the motor comes on for 3.5 seconds. You can manipulate that however much you want within the program, and the light is independent of this function, so you can use that one. The blue one tells you when you push the button, and you can toggle the lights on and off. So that's pretty much what the function of the program is. You can choose the depth of what you want to drill, and you can turn on the lights independent of whatever else is going on in the program, and you can also set the password for your drill. So to show you the different parts of the program, the software itself, the first part is just declaring the 2 pins to be outputs. Chose pin 12 and pin 13, one for the motor, one for the light, and then pin 2 for the input, so they can interrupt. And also declare the password, the code, the light state, and the delay duration, which are the main the variables which I'm going to be controlling in the software. So during the setup, it'll instruct you about the lights, how you can control the lights, and then it'll ask you to set up the password, which calls the function admin code, which allows the administrator to set the code. The first thing that happens in the loop is before anything happens, the operator has to insert the correct password, and that's dependent on the function password input, so which relies on the inputs that the operator provides. And then after that, it'll ask you to set the depth of the drill. As you saw before, you choose the number of inches you want to operate, and then the motor will turn on for however long that is. We're assuming that the drill drills 1 inch per second, but you can change the values depending on the ability of the drill that you set up to the program. And then we have the delay duration here, which converts the time, because our time is counted in milliseconds within the program. You want to multiply whatever value you put in by 1,000. And then, as you can see here, there are the main functions, which admin code, which checks the input for the password. Password input just checks if the operator put in the correct password to run the program. Then we have the delay, which tells you how much depth you inputted, so you know how deep you're going. And then we have the one that controls the drill, which is called depth set. And then the final function is lights on. This one toggles the lights on and off depending on the button press. Alright, there'll be more explanation in the write-up, and thank you.